The next 5 chapters that we are covering this week from the book of Jeremiah record events following Jerusalem's fall to Babylon. There will be a chapter read for each day, followed with a devotion that connects thought to a special verse in the chapter. On Monday, chapter 40 recognizes a Babylonian commander that did not know God, but acknowledged that God had given Babylon the victory. He told Jeremiah that he was free to go anywhere in Babylon and receive great comfort and care. Or he could return to Judah, where he would remain poor and unwanted, and where the Judean remnant would know he was not a traitor. He returned to Judah. There were men appointed to oversee the people of Judah, but we find that there were still some who were loyal to Zedekiah and rejected the rule of the governor. Their love for the fallen king was greater than their love for God, others, and the nation. They were more concerned about revenge than righteousness. What could have been a peaceful transition became a civil war. In chapter 42, we find the people of Judah wanting to flee the land and go to Egypt. They were afraid to be obedient to God and remain in their own land. They had already made up their mind and wanted the prophet Jeremiah to pray for them. God had not changed his mind, though. It was a tragic mistake to ask for God's guidance with no intention of following it. Faith and patience go together. Whosoever believes will not act hastily. Afraid to obey the Lord, the people headed to Egypt in chapter 43, even forcing Jeremiah to go with them. Maybe God would spare them with Jeremiah's presence. That's what they thought. Well, Jeremiah had advised them for 40 years. Turn down a comfortable lifestyle and return to them, only to have them reject his words once again. The weeping prophet had remained faithful, but the people continued to live without their hearts connected to God. Whatever spiritual life was left with the Israelites when they went to Egypt was lost as they sank into the depths of idolatry once again, as you will read in chapter 44. The change of geography did not change their hearts. They blamed their troubles on their neglect of their idols. Well, God had the last word. Their trip to Egypt would be a death march. No one can run from their troubles or their sins. Turn to the Lord, our Savior, Jesus, where you will find security, rest, peace, and hope. And it is found in 3 words. God is love, and He is the one doing the loving. Please check in next week. We're going to be finishing the book of Jeremiah in the next couple weeks, so join Biblical Shakers because we will make reading the Bible way more enjoyable for you. And I pray the Lord will put a hunger on your heart.